Welcome to anyone who joins. I'm going to go ahead and find more Fortnite maps to save while we go ahead and wait for the peeps. Watch, I'm going to go in and do that shit, and I'm going to frickin' have people in here like 2 seconds later. This battle pass sucks.
Working on the breakdown story also while I play my games. Hey, King! Currently looking at Fortnite creative maps, working on my breakdown story, and letting people know about the stream. So, if you look here, I changed my hair to blue mercury, but half of it is still silver because originally I changed my new look to tie-dye stuff and then my hair to metallic silver, but the silver was not as silver as I freaking wanted it. It was in dark silver. So I got blue mercury, which fully exonerates a great look for the Omniverse. And at the beginning of 2026, it's not going to be half and half. I have a tie back so you can't fully see it, but it's not going to be half and half. It's going to be one side blue mercury, and then the other, all of it's going to be blue. But for now, it's half and half. And then also for my Discord, I recently made a few, I put in a few of the custom picks that maybe people didn't see yet for my Goblin story. The only two custom characters was Norman Osborn or Green Goblin with the Lasher Toxin symbiote from Venom: The Last Dance. Yes, I'm fully embracing the Omniverse. Yep. And then the other one was Doc Ock with full-on decked-out Goblin Oscorp tech, with the pumpkin bombs replacing the center of his arms, which I feel it's one of my best works yet. Even if it's just coloring in and then putting in the thing. And then I took care of the Eric Matthews one. You guys are really going to love it. The Eric Matthews one was kind of cool to work on, honestly. It's much better than the Adam one, and it has a much better ending overall, and a different look at the Saw universe. Part of me's thinking about replacing or not doing the Eric Matthews surviving one, but I plan on making it different. Same with Hitler surviving or what if Hitler won. I want to do ones that are sort of similar, but enough apart that you guys will still get a different view of them. You know, they put Granny and all. You guys should definitely check out like Fortnite horror maps because they're really freaking cool, honestly. So anyway, what I was saying is, so me and Kaz, or UGN Kaz, or Nuclear Longshot, whatever the frick you want to call him, we, on our channel, our Omniversal Duo channel, we just made a Samara-themed Fortnite map video where this guy makes a basically, not so much death run, but like a puzzle death run type themed map of Samara from the Ring. And another creator made Granny in Fortnite down to pretty much everything. There were a few minor mistakes, and I think either the same dude or another dude made a version of Granny where you play as Granny against the people. Now, there hasn't been a Granny 2 or 3 yet on Fortnite, but like that just got me thinking I should do Granny what ifs. So now, if you guys checked out my Google Doc, yeah, Granny is now part of the Omniverse. What is this? That is not Granny. It's like a different kind of freaking Granny. Escape Bart? Okay, some of these are really freaking stupid. Escape Gru? Gru isn't even scary. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of Gru, just yesterday or the day before, no, it was the day before, I watched all the Despicable Me movies in just a few hours. I rented the third one because it wasn't on Netflix. But yeah, I just watched all the 3 movies, or 4 movies, I mean. And watching them all back to back, it's nice. Came up with a few extra what ifs from what I already had down. And I'm not going to be watching a Hotel Transylvania's yet. I'm not going to be renting. I mean, 3 is on Netflix, but I'm not going to be renting the other ones until Wednesday. I get a check then, so I got to wait. Plus, I'm trying to save to get out of this freaking house so I can be on my own and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that's the plan. Really? Dang. Oh, speaking of, I am still watching Attack on Titan. It's just about getting a time where I can pay for Attack on Titan without worrying about money. But trust me when I say Attack on Titan is definitely coming to the Omniverse. It's just a matter of when I can get to it. And since we at least have one person like before, depending on who else comes in, I am going back to play Outlast, which is streaming right now on the Discord. Now, last time we left off, I played up to killing the doctor, going outside, meeting up with the ghost, Billy, telling you guys all about that, escaping Chris Walker, and now we got the key, and now we are going to have to catch Father Martin, basically. We're nearing the end of the game. Now, if my friend here, UGN Kaz, does join, then yeah, we're crossing from the upper floors because, you know, reasons. This is actually the point in the game where you lose your camera and you have to navigate through the dark, which is the most annoying part of the game. But it's not happening yet. It's just very near. So yeah, that's the deal with that. Let me pause here real quick because I feel like there's a few things that I want to point out. Oh, hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, and I hope you enjoyed this week's daily content, as hopefully everybody has for a minute. Haven't seen Zeke in a while. You know, I miss whenever Zeke's World, Slick Devil, and Time Assassin, and like Dennis Edict, and Braden Douglas. I miss whenever they were like regular guests. I mean, people do move on, but like, I don't know. I miss some of the old people, some of the old audience. I feel the ones that truly stay with you and they're with you to the end, they want to see something happen, you know? And I'm thankful for that. Not to say anybody else that like those people weren't. I just miss them. And we just ended SummerSlam right after last stream, which was an awesome SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar came back to the WWE. And Cena only has 11 appearances left until his tour ends. So up till December. Drive in the nails. Yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Fuse number 1. Close the door. You're not breaking the door. So how's everybody been doing? Everybody's here and whatnot. Been enjoying the content and enjoying yourselves, having a good time and all that? Where do I go? I'm doing all right. The intro to the Roman Reigns was interesting. Troy is sure having a rough time. Oh, you think he's having a rough time now? Just wait. We haven't even begun to get into what's going to happen to him. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, they don't mess around. And you can expect the final boss, The Rock, and a certain guy that you can't see to make an appearance. But if I said more besides what's been told, shown, and explained on both the Discord and the Omniverse, I'd be spoiling the entire story now, wouldn't I? You would have to get into the WWE to understand Roman Reigns' family, but The Rock and John Cena, they're stars. They're celebrities. Everybody knows about them. Or at least I think. I don't want to speak for everybody. Be cool. Don't touch me. Don't you tell me what to do. I'll kill you. I mean, I can't fight because I'm not a fighter. But, you know, I could try. This is a lot of batteries. It's doing this because the game knows I'm about to lose my camera. Close the door. Of course. Why does everything in this asylum want to kill me? Why did this guy think coming here was a good idea? He could have went to a hotel or a farm. I mean, not that those two options are that much better, but you know, anything but an asylum. Like, bro, there are better places to get a story from. Heck, go to freaking Woodsboro. Maybe hit Gale Weathers up or some crap. Better Gale Weathers than you. Speaking of which, guys, I'm very excited. I hope you guys have had a blast this year, because this has been the biggest year and the funnest year, in my opinion. We've done huge movies. We've done big projects. We're closing up Rick and McQueen's Omniverse story and entering Thunders. We've had a bunch of new character designs, new audience members, good success. And in 1 month will be a month and a half, 4 years on the Omniverse of Nick. And we're not done yet. Not by a long shot. And then for closing, December will be obviously the Christmas special. And if you guys didn't see back at the beginning of the year or April, whenever I teased it, like I always do, first year was Deck the Halls. Second was 12 Days of Christmas. This year, it's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm saving We Wish You a Merry Christmas for like the very last song. And after I run out of Christmas songs and stuff to do on the Omniverse, then I'll just come up with another Christmas special idea. Make my own, you know? I just want to honor, if I'm going to be doing Christmas specials and whatnot, then I want it to be something that sticks with the tradition. And you guys might be wondering, oh, why don't you do a Halloween or a Thanksgiving special or a Valentine's special? Because I'm not doing every one of the holidays. That's ridiculous. I might be doing ideas that go around the holidays, but they'll be at way different times. I don't want to prioritize doing holiday ideas just for the holidays. That might be specifically for like, maybe if a one-parter ends up specifically on that day or something, but it's doubtful. After I run out of Christmas ideas, I might just cut it off there. April Fool's ideas, however, those are going to last forever. Because there's way more stuff to do on April Fool's Day than there is for Christmas songs. Because definitely going to run out of those eventually. Probably within the next, like, 5 years, 5, 6 years. So enjoy it while we can. Also, I hope that you guys saw the post regarding John Cena and if the rated R superstar Edge is going to come back to face him one last time before his tour ends. And I'll explain more on that, even for those who don't know who he is, in a minute. Just let me get to a good place in my game. I did get the 3 fuses. 1, 2, 3. Ow! And why you gotta be a douche canoe? Why you gotta hit me with your stupid stick? I don't care about documents. Now, for a few of my anniversaries, or at least one, I remember, obviously, my brother was here. But for the others, it's pretty much just been me. Also, something I want to prioritize more of, like collabs. Because I remember, if you guys remember, I did a collab with my friend UGN Kaz, but I've never done a collab with anybody else. I did do one with Goatfiner, but you know, we all know where that went. So why do you have to hit me with that stupid stick? Why? Why do you think that's cool? Yeah, we all know where that went. But I want to try and prioritize more of that. It's just a matter of like, I'm thinking I wait until I get the right equipment and then collab. Because if I collab right now off a phone and not even barely able to do it off a computer, so I honestly want to wait until I have equipment like my friend Kaz, so that way whenever I do collab, it's not off a crappy phone, you know? So collabs are coming, and trust me, I plan to collab to make the What If community grow even more. I've said that multiple times. And when that happens, you guys bet any one of the What If people who wants to collab, any YouTuber who wants to collab, trust me, it's coming. I just want to wait until the right opportunity. Why and when? Oh, great. It's Stick Boy. Yeah, that door's not going to open there, buddy. How does that not hurt you? He jumped into freaking planks that could stab you. Like, oh, and that fell. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, it's Ghost Boy. It's Billy, the Wall Rider. Yeah, because I want to look at that. Like, doesn't that hurt you? Like, I would think that getting hit by those planks would, hurt you. Like, bro. I thought that we were done with him forever. I'm honestly curious as to why he came to your channel. After so long. I don't think he's ever even... Only time he ever talked to you was to just badmouth you with all his other troll friends. King of Portals and GMB and all those other frickin' waste of space. The thing that annoys me the most is that, like, they just turned for no reason. Oh, Ghost. Nobody likes ghosts. A few weeks ago, but I seen it recently, said something about finishing what he started with you. Are you kidding me right now? Really? So he's not even done yet. I should be mad at that. And I would be. I would be mad at it if it was a year ago. I'd be mad at it if it was half a year ago. But I'm a new Nick. I don't care about the trolls anymore. If they want to start something, then fine. Fine by me. I'll just block them again. That is completely fine with me. My only question is, like, what is this for? Give me 1 second. I got to read this note. I recognize the handwriting. Father Martin killed a man here. Are the lies he's talking about all the files missing from these boxes? The facts, the records, they look like government agency material, at least 30 years old, probably older. I start thinking MK Ultra CIA, mind control. The buzzing won't stop. What he's basically talking about is that the asylum and the Wall Rider, the ghost, Billy, who's connected to the life support and the stuff that we talked about last time, it's basically starting to get to his head to a point where it's like, he's not going crazy like the other dudes. Oh, there's the Tangle twins. But yeah. I don't understand it. You better not come into this room. Why do you gotta be nude, dude? Ha, nude dude. Ha, nude dude. Ha, nude dude. I amused myself. Sorry. Why did the other dude just vanish? Why is it always just the one guy? Oh, wait. If I went that way, I'd die. Yep, I'm about to lose my camera. Frick! Now I have to do this all over again. Oh, wait, I could just climb up. I forgot about that. Markiplier made the same mistake whenever he made this game on his channel. Or played this game on his channel. Why do I have to keep falling off? Here's what I don't understand, okay? Let me just wrap my head around this. So, he's around us, like GMV and King of Portals and everything, for a good long while, right? He comes around the same time that you did, around my What If Rick exiled Shane or didn't kill Shane remake. And so everybody else comes around, and then 2024 starts, and it's like, okay, we're doing the streamings of The Ones Who Live, and Sophia and everybody, we seem to be having a good time, right? But then, hold on. Yep, there goes the camera. Now I have to navigate the dark to get my camera back, which is now half broken. So that can only go well. So what I don't understand is what went wrong. I think that he honestly was never a good guy to begin with, and that it was all just a freaking, it was all a ruse, essentially. I think it was just all a ruse from the get-go. Like, he never intended to be our friends. But then what I'm thankful for is that I had guys like you and a bunch of other people realizing, like, what was wrong with him. You know? You finally realized, hey, there's something up here. So I'm thankful for that. Because even I started to get suspicious. Because, like, the way he would just leave without any warning, and how he would have, how these other people would come in. The governor, he hasn't shown back up, and I'm willing to bet he was another account too, because I could just feel it. So then he gets on, so then he is either the same guy as King of Portals and GMV, or other dudes, because multiple accounts have talked at different times on my Discord and came back on alternate accounts. As for Sophia, I could care less. For all I know, they're all different people, you know? And what makes it freaking more ignorant and just completely out of the ordinary to me is that they went on the Skylanders community that they were on, trying to impersonate me and slander me. And KJ, he just made it freaking worse. He had the nerve not only to team with them, but to openly slander me and just, like, do it even worse than they did. I'm just like, bro, I did nothing to deserve this. They chose to watch me. Here's an idea. Watch someone else. I'm just trying to make what-if content and make people happy, while making myself happy. Nobody wants to watch me. I'm not going to force anybody to watch me. That's cruel. And also kind of impossible. Yeah, that wasn't scary at all. So yeah. I hate you so much. I was talking, and that scared me. Oh my god. Anyway, like I was saying, I honestly, for one thing, I could care less if they were the same person, and two, I wouldn't be surprised. What I'm trying to get at is, main point is, I don't get what went wrong to turn them or him against us. Like, it could have just went to another channel, you know? I got my camera back, except it's broken and gets staticky. Main reason it's getting staticky is not only because it's broken, but because he's finally realizing the wall rider. Like, you know, Billy, the ghost. I don't believe it either. And then guess what? On Captain Gold, another What If YouTuber's channel, guess who commented on What If Shane killed Rick? Sophia. And I even said point blank, well, look who it is. So, are you ready to apologize yet? And I was pretty much trying to openly, like, you know, call her out. because she deserved it. And I can't stop thinking that I think that that was GOAT. I think that besides KJ, they were all the same dude. Or maybe GOAT was one person, but he still had alternate accounts. So I don't know what to believe, you know? All that I can say is that I think it literally just happened for no reason. Ow! Seriously, how does that not hurt you? This can bounce back from anything. He's had his fingers chopped off. He's been chokeslammed through multiple freaking surfaces and off ledges. And he's had his freaking camera broken along with encountering a ghost. And he's still freaking walking through. Hello there, random dude. Because I'm not crazy. At least, I think I'm not. Crazy people are always blissfully unaware of how crazy they really are. Until they either get a full taste of it, both literally and figuratively, or someone literally openly tells them that they're crazy. Oh, hey, it's Chokeslam Guy, aka Chris Walker, aka Little Pigman. And we're back to where we started at the beginning of the game. So the game's actually almost over. We're finally going to get to the big reveal for the end of the game. Oh, frick! Don't kill me! Ow. That was not nice. I don't punch you for no reason. And even if I did, why? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Ah, frick. I couldn't exactly see where I was going. So, you win this round, Walker. But yeah, like, trust me, I've encountered rude people. And I've encountered jerks. But, like, I've never encountered somebody like them. Like, and what really upsets me is that they had me actually, like, that was my first experience, not with just trolls, but like with people who openly tried to slander me. Like, and did it so heartlessly, like they didn't even care. And what made it even worse was, like, how they hurt me and how they made me hurt. That was freaking genuine. Like, most people do that for freaking attention, or, you know? But, like, I openly thought that they were my friends. But, like, that's why you got to be really careful who you trust on the internet. Because people, that's why you got to be careful with, like, what information you put on the internet. Like your birthday and your name. I don't say my full name. All you need to know me by is Nick. That's all. But the more famous that you get anywhere, obviously your personal info will be leaked out eventually. And that could either make you a bigger target, or it could just make you know that you have to take more precaution. So what I'm trying to get at is, like, I really never encountered people that were so desperate for attention and, like, slanderment until I met them. And it's sad. I'm back at where I started at the beginning of the game, where he first chokeslammed me and the guy told me to get away. We've come a long way. I won't be playing the Outlast Whistleblower with Mr. Wayland Park here today. I'll be finishing Outlast, and then next stream, I'll be starting the Outlast Whistleblower, which is a prequel and an in-game DLC, which takes place during and before the beginning of Outlast.
Yes, coming! Coming!
Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care right now. Now I have to go find the thingamajig and help Father Martin, I guess, and do things which I don't really care about. Seriously, why am I still here? I could have left by this point like 30 times over. But no, I'm a dedicated frickin' journalist. Make Gail Weathers wish she frickin'... Oh my god. You know, Gail Weathers is like the Laurie of the Scream series. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know how Dewey got in love with her. I seriously don't. The actors actually married in real life after the third movie. So their relationship was actually genuine. Oh, this guy playing the piano. You know, you can go back to playing the piano. You don't need to look like frickin' Leatherface over there. Creepy frickin' weird man thing. Why is everybody in the asylum got to be creepy? Like, you can't tell who you're going to trust at an asylum because pretty much all of them are freaking creepy. Oh, there's the movie. It's basically what tells you, like, more of what happens. The whistleblower basically explains Billy before he got hooked to the life support and became a ghost out of control. And it wasn't even his fault. They forced him. He wasn't in there because he wanted to be. He was forced to be. And Murkoff, like I said, they did illegal experiments and stuff like that.
Half a dozen test subjects began to develop brain tumors. Yes. The autopsies revealed the tumors were purely. It killed them. Can you explain why the results could not be reproduced in the United States? I have speculation. Why homeland overseers? It's impossible to understand the things we feel. We believe. The overwhelming fear. Ecstatic rage. English words of suspicion. More than human mind is capable of extraordinary things. You're saying the experiment needed proximity to this to overcome madness. Only a test subject with witness to the horror was capable of manipulating the engine. Do you believe your test subjects achieved something supernatural? No. You think that they contacted something supernatural? Not yet. This is supernatural. Then what was it? You said Project Wallrider was the gateway to what?
Yeah, okay, let's just stop the tape there. I mean, I obviously know how it happens and everything. Oh, this guy was watching a movie so long that he died in his chair. That's not creepy at all. These poor people, they died by the television screen. Can you imagine dying in front of a TV? Like, that's the last thing that you did before you died, is just watching TV. That's an easy... That'd be a freaking... Okay, just slam in front of my face, yeah. That's cool. You're real cool. I gotta read this note. All right. The man sounds like Dr. Strangelove's anemic brother. It's a 25-year-old audio recording, an interview with this Dr. Wernick. Los Alamos means government work. Wernick talks about spontaneous bleeding, tumors, psychosmatic psychosmic reactions in sufficiently disturbed people. Seems to walk a line between science and Nazi mysticism. Only a test subject who had witnessed enough horror was capable of activating the engine, the morphogenic engine. The engine, the movie they're projecting, it gets in my head like a song you can't stop humming. I blink and see roar stack tests that look like swarming insects and infected surgery wounds. The patient talk about using the engine to conjure the wall rider. It's the buzzing I hear in my bones. So he's basically talking about how the wall rider's getting him like in his head more and more and more, you know? Because we're getting to the point in the game where the ghost, the wall rider Billy, is going to become, has now become the wall rider. Let me just say this right now. The wall rider is the main focus of this game, but it doesn't become the true, understandably main focus until freaking halfway through. Okay, just shut the door in my face. Yeah, you're a freaking pleb. I hate people. I'm just kidding. What did? Yeah, that's right. Walk away, a-hole. I'm gonna shut that because I'm scared. So there's a few more things I want to mention. Besides the 4-year anniversary coming up at the end of September, month from now, and the John Cena retirement tour ending in December, which I'm going to talk about my bet that I have here in a minute for John Cena's retirement tour, and the Christmas special. We have a few things coming up for the beginning of the year. Now, we have Scream 7, which is in February. We have Dead City Season 3, which is in this October, which after that, Dead City is done. Like, it's done. And then Daryl Dixon Season 3 comes out next October, with Season 4 most likely 2027. And then after that, if they don't say anything else, The Walking Dead might just be done. Like, forever. But we'll see about that. So we have Scream 7, and then also next year or the year after, we have Avengers Doomsday, which Doctor Doom is going to start becoming a feature on this channel and everything, along with Secret Wars. And like I said, 2025 has been the biggest year overall. And I'm pretty sure all of you can agree. Not just on this channel, huge movie releases, big updates, YouTube, freaking movies, shows, video games. It has been the hugest year of all time. And I bet for everyone's life events and everything, including my own, we can all agree on that. So after 2025, it's only going to get bigger from here. And honestly, the human race needs this. We all deserve a big year to push ourselves further. Because to be honest, after COVID, things slowed down. Like, we started to go back to a normal, but the world is definitely not the way that it was. So 2025, I say, has been a big boost for us. So afterwards, we're only going to get bigger from here. And that is the plan, especially for the Omniverse. And I personally can't freaking wait. Come on, get off. Get off the thing. Would you? Come on, run, 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 run. Which way do I go? 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 Oh, sweet Jiminy. Frick. Goodness gracious. Can't we just make things easy? I mean, I am on easy. I wasn't going to play a game on hard difficulty first way through. Like my song there. So I hope you guys are staying tuned, hyped, and packed for the epic year that we're about to end off with 2025 and entrance into 2026, because it's a coming up really fast. 2025, we have blown through it. Why'd you have to close the gate on me, douche canoe? Why you gotta be like that? Can't one of you in this asylum be normal? Is that too much to ask? Well, apparently. Yeah, I want to hear that. Booyah! Stop freaking staticking on me. This is not Slender Man. Okay? The static again. A patient knelt in prayer. Maybe he bought Father Martin's line of BS. Maybe he hears what I hear more clearly. Maybe it's his way out of this place. The priest called it the gospel of sand. It's the wall rider getting in your head like a virus, my guy. And he doesn't even know it. And then there's this dude. Being a freaking creepo. A creepy creepo. Ah, another creepy creepo. How many of you creepy creepos are there? That's going to be my new line from now on. Creepy creepo. Oh, that's wonderful. That's just spect-freaking-tacular. It's one thing being at an asylum. It's another thing being at an asylum with giant beasts and nude dudes who want to kill you and or do not nice things to you. And it's another thing to have a ghost chase after you or a creepy priest like we thought that frickin' Father Gabriel was going to be. But it's a whole nother thing whenever said asylum has it dark, stormy, and rainy outside. You know? Yeah, this guy thought that getting his fingers chopped off was the worst thing ever happened to him. God hates sickness. God hates money. Wow, all this writing makes me think of Clear Morgan. God always provides a way. Hi, creepy creepo. Oh, the nude dudes. What do you know about that? The nude dudes are actually the good guys here. Then why did they want to kill me so bad? Oh, they're probably doing this just for Father Martin. And then the second that he dies here, spoiler alert. Yeah, he's basically doing a ritualistic practice that he's going to die. Listen.
The promise of the prophets was always freedom. And here it is. My resurrection.
Yeah, they're going to burn him on a cross to death. Bye-bye. You're dead now. I can't believe Father Martin one-upped Jesus Christ himself in crappy ways to die. And I don't believe I'm going to miss him. I wouldn't. A way out. If he's telling the truth, now I've got a way out and a story to tell. He wants me to spread his gospel. I'll tell the whole effing world. I would too. Spoiler alert, the fire doesn't just burn the freaking part of the church where he's at. It burns the whole church. All right, new dudes, let me out. And do not attack me. I trust you guys this time. As much of a mistake as I think that is. I mean, I've obviously seen this game played numerous times. If I didn't know how to play the game at this point, I'd be concerned with myself. It's only taken 3 streams. 3 to 4. Chris Walker, do you have to keep trying to chokeslam and kill me? Can't you just leave me alone? Let me go! God, can't you just give it a rest? God, I've escaped you this entire time. Can't you just let it be? God. Just be happy? All right, time to take the elevator and get out. What we tried to do before that crazy doctor chopped our fingers off. Okay, we're on the main floor and we go back down. Yep, we're going down even further into the asylum. Because the asylum? Oh, that was just the start. We're going down to the way bottom because this is basically like Dr. Giroux's lab. There was a secret bunker for Project Walrider, the Ghost, Billy, and all that stuff below the asylum. So now we're going to get the big reveal about, you know, Billy and all that stuff. And now the elevator's gone, so we really can't get out of here. And that should be a dead giveaway. And this isn't like the asylum. It's all white, and it is way different. It's almost like an ice palace whenever you enter. Because like I said, this is a secret bunker below the asylum. Specifically for their illegal operations with Project Walrider and all that BS. F. I'm obviously not going to cuss because, yeah, watch me and Kaz, or Nuclear Longshot, or Kaz, whatever the frick you want to call him, we cuss a ton on our gaming channel. So Yeah, I'm choosing not to cuss so much on this one. Whoever finds my corpse, trust no one and tell everyone. I am not crazy. I know. Only crazy people say that. But I am as sane as this world allows, with a camera full of evidence. Yeah, freaking broken camera. Don't call it a gospel. Call it a mockery of reason. Let the world know it is Murkoff's fault. Bury those B words, not the, female dog B word, with my mutilated dead body. I think at this point, he realizes that since he was basically put into a trap by Father Martin to go deeper and find this secret bunker with Billy and the Wall Rider. No, we don't just curse because of gaming. We curse just because. Just watch our gaming videos if you haven't. What I was gonna say was, did I read the rest of that note? Oh yeah. What I'm trying to say is, since he realized that he was basically put into a trap and put into this underground bunker and we're finally gonna understand about Billy and the Wall Rider, I think Miles at this point knows he's not getting out of here alive. He has taken every chance that he can get to get out of here finally, and nothing has worked. And now that he was put into a trap by a now burning corpse of a dead Father Martin, yeah, we are not getting out of here. No one's home. Here we go. No, not yet. Not yet. I would say what I'm about to say, but just we're all I can tell you is that we're at the end of the game. So what I was gonna say was, for my Discord, I put a new feature in, which is called, if it will, let me, YouTube channel sharing. So, if you guys are members of the Discord and have not done this already and would like to, put your YouTube channel for sharing on the community tab for my community if you visit my homepage, along with checking out the Discord, and you can share your YouTube or other people's YouTube that you know or friends of, etc., on my Discord, because I made a tab specifically for that. And my channel, my friend's channel, my brother's channel, your channel, King Devin, TF's channel, I have put multiple YouTube channels there. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and do that. And if you guys haven't also, check out both Google Docs along with the Discord. The Patreon, that's done now. Since I'm finally monetized and am making money off YouTube, the Patreon is basically back to what it should be. A very much backup option. Because I don't need it. Not anymore. That was just in case I really could never get monetized in my life. But all I had to do was just check my bank statement and, be smarter. Yeah, me and him just cuss just because. We're adults. All right. Now we're done with that. We're about to go through this door here. And there's a vent, and especially if you're watching on the Discord, I'll just tell you after, or whoever's watching on the Discord, just see what I'm about to have to endure. Or not? I thought... Okay. Oh, wait, do you have to talk to the guy first? I think we talked to the guy first. And, oh, the outside's right there. Little does Miles know, he'll never get to go outside. Sad day. I don't even know how long he's been here. That's a lot of blood. Running, 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 running. Because the ghost is now after me. The ghost is basically now like the main enemy. Oh, there he is. He chokeslammed me again. The ghost is killing Chris Walker. How does it feel to get slammed over and over again? And choked. And slammed through a vent. Even though you're way too fat to fit through there. Yeah, basically the ghost just saved my life after trying to come over and kill me. And he just killed Chris Walker by slamming him around to death. Very bloodily, choking him out, and then slamming him through a vent, basically squishing him to death. The ghost is basically the main villain of this entire game. Because it went out of control after Billy went on life support. So he was no longer in control of being the ghost. And they couldn't control an out-of-body experience. So the ghost is basically a one operating thing. And yeah. That's why it's an illegal freaking experiment. This is the way you die, ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on a concrete wall. You've escaped one hell, Chris Walker. God help me, but I somehow hope you didn't find another. Yeah, because he choked us and friggin' slammed us to death. Oh, we're about to get the story behind Billy. Because of the doctor.
I have ordered the same, but somehow the only one left. Because of Billy. He takes care of me. He may think I'm his father. He certainly loves me. Is it? You know what this thing represents? The thoughts of a never has it. Microscopic machines. Technology help cut decades of their master. The cough discovered by research of all corrupt. Turn into cells in the human body. Nanofactories. It's the natural function of cells to produce molecules, but through psychosomatic connection, engineer the precise molecules necessary. I move the body.
Yeah. So I have to do your dirty work, essentially. So I gotta turn off his life support and kill Billy to get rid of the uncontrolled ghost version of him, essentially. Realistically, I should not be doing any of his dirty work after everything I've been put through in this asylum. Realistically, I should just... I don't even know what I would do at this point after thinking I had finally gotten away after being chokeslammed multiple times, encountering a ghost, nude dudes, and having my fingers chopped off by a crazy doctor, and having to almost stop myself from getting killed multiple times. I don't even know what I would do at that point. Like, Miles has to be like one of the strongest protagonists that I've ever met in a video game or anything. Like, this dude could take on Art the Clown if he wanted to. That's how much blood, darkness, and mayhem is in this game. I'm just saying in general. Like, no sane, normal human being would go through all this and still want to be here. Come on, Billy. Come after me. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, then. What are you going to do? See, that's why he's not a full ghost. Because he can't go through the elevator doors. But he is somewhat a ghost. But not like totally, you know? It's hard to explain unless you like get into the game lore and like all that stuff and do your research and like watch multiple people play the game. But yeah, that's the basic idea of it. So now we're in the main part of the underground bunker. The assembler, the feed chambers, the precursor molecules, vague memories of nanotechnology articles I've read online. Probably drunk, probably distracted, not nearly enough to know how to destroy it. But Billy is the center of it. Find him, kill him, end this. I love how this guy gets straight to the point. Like, that's probably why this guy, like, I'm serious. I'm just going to warn you right now. Miles does not get out of this. We're at the end of the game. There's no point in hiding it. So what I'm saying is, this guy, Miles Upshur, he should be getting paid thousands on the dot, not only to be going to asylums and places like this, but like the fact that he gets straight to the point. Like, no hesitation, no worries. He just gets straight to the point, even if it costs him his life, which, my point is, like, he's probably the greatest journalist I've ever seen. Yes, he's half ghost, half human, essentially. Like I said, you'd really have to get into the lore to understand it. So Billy is right here, but he's hooked up so much, he's looking at basically not only a vision to control him as the ghost, but like he's not even a controlled ghost. Like, it's not even controlled. And every other test subject, they died. Billy is the only one that survived, and it wasn't even controlled. That's just sad. From Billy's patient reports, he ought to be 23 years old. Spoiler alert, that's how old I am. I'm just saying. He looks like at least 50 years of rough road pain scratched deep into what I can see. Killing you would be an act of kindness. So it's basically a mercy killing. This is Billy's Hope lungs. Billy Hopes. So that's his full name, Billy Hope. This is Billy Hope's lungs, his liver, his life support. The machine the size of a football stadium to keep one lunatic alive. F it all, break it all. He has to die. So, I need to say something right off the bat. Remember at the beginning of the game, it gave us that warning like, hey, you are not a fighter. Your only choices are to run, hide, or die. And yet at the end of the game, he's literally killing a half-human, half-ghost, essentially. So what was that about not being a fighter? And also, he pushed the mad doctor into an elevator. So the whole you're not a fighter thing, anybody can be a fighter. Even what was once a crappy journalist turned out to be the greatest journalist of all time. So what was that about not being a fighter? Because I think this guy's probably like one of the strongest horror game protagonists of all time. And that's not even an exaggeration. I love how there's a thing here that says, do not turn the valve. And like, bro, how can I not turn off the valve? That should let you know how illegal this experiment is. And the ghost is after me. What are the odds? Something tells me that he doesn't want to die. Well, in a way, in a very sick, very disturbing way, he's already dead. As Miles said, killing him would be an act of kindness. But technically, a part of him is dead already. The minute I would see a ghost, even if there was a way to kill it, you don't see me acting 20 times near as brave as this guy. Why are there so many stairs? There's like 5, 6, 7 flights of stairs to get to this guy. And I know I've seen this game a million times, but like, this is Big Bang Theory type level stairs. You guys have seen that. And we all know how many sets of stairs that show had. Haha, you can't get me through here. Let me in, let me in. All right. Give me that. I'm picking up the documents for no reason at this point. Kill him. Just rip it all apart. Disable Billy's life pod failsafe. This is why he should have brought a gun at least, or a pocket knife. You're not going to see me. Let me just pause real quick because we're about to literally end the game. You're not going to see me going to an insane asylum unless I'm getting paid millions on the dot, or at least very close to millions, or you give me at least a switchblade or a handgun. You're not going to see me going with just a camera. I'm just saying. And he caught me. What are the odds? That's a very angry ghost. He's like, I killed that fat guy for you, and this is how you repay me. I think Billy's taking this way too personally. I mean, I'm trying to kill him, but still. Like, chill out, Billy. I just want to save you and give you a mercy killing. Is that not me being a good person? If that's not me being a kind person towards you, I don't know what is. But personally, I don't care if I'm being kind at this point or not. Now it's time to die. Bye, Billy. And this is the part of the game that gets confusing. This dude's still worried about his camera. You know, F the camera at this point. You're being killed by a ghost. And now I'm flying. It almost seems like he bites you when he does that, or like he's stabbing you. And somehow I'm still alive. Because that makes total sense. And he picks up the freaking camera again. I mean, hey, at least Billy's dead. New objective, get out. Oh, you know, that's actually a fair point. I mean, it's not like I've been trying to get out for the entire freaking game. Could you make an objective more obvious? Yeah, like I'm going to stay in an asylum I've been trying to get out of the entire game. So in case anybody just doesn't know what just happened, allow me to explain. So we just killed Billy, right? Well, Billy is dead. The Wall Rider, the Swarm, whatever it is, unmade with him. Whether I escape or die here, I am free. No, you're not. Matter of fact, Miles made both the biggest mistake and the biggest choice and upgrade of his life. But I'm not going to explain what happens until we get out the door and end the game. And then I'll explain everything. All you need to know is that the game's over. We just have to make it through the door. And he's starting to pass out. I wonder why. Nah. How are you still moving? Like, seriously. I'd be done after I got my fingers... After I get slammed that first time out that window ledge and Father Martin comes up creeping on me while I'm freaking unconscious and everything, calling me an apostle, I'd be running as fast as I can. And we're about to get out the door and leave. No, we're not. It was all a trap by the doctor. Just so we wouldn't go and tell the world. I'll explain in a second.
Becomes a host.
And that's the game. Outlast is over, folks. So allow me to explain what just happened. So, allow me to just explain everything right away. So Outlast basically concerns Miles Upshur going on to the asylum because of Mr. Wayland Park at the beginning sending him that letter working at the asylum about how screwed up it is whenever he ends up there himself after already working there and everything. And then he ends up in there while Miles gets there, but they never meet each other. And Whistleblower, you play as Wayland Park. Spoiler, he actually escapes. Miles doesn't. Because The Wall Rider, Billy, he was basically an out-of-body, simulated, half ghost, half human, who went out of control beyond even Billy's life support and control, which is why it was an illegal experiment, and why the Mount Massive Asylum, it just went completely out of control. That's why Chris Walker, all those dudes, that's why the whole asylum is what it is in this game. Because of that experiment and that bunker below the asylum. Because it's a freaking huge asylum. Trust me, you play the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Do your research. But the point of the game isn't to figure out about the asylum or the patients. It's about what they say about the Wall Rider. And your objective is to never get out. It's to figure out what the true meaning of the asylum is. And it's the Wall Rider. Because the doctor tells you, who is living, that you need to go ahead and kill Billy and take off his life support. And we did. But just before you do, though, the ghost, or the uncontrolled version, basically sinks into your soul, and Miles Upshur gets killed and becomes the new host for that out-of-control Billy ghost. And now it's basically a Miles Upshur Billy ghost hybrid thing, but Billy, the actual Billy Hope, is dead, while his uncontrolled ghost form lives on, in a way, inside Miles Upshur, who was gunned down to death. So the ghost has taken over Miles' physical form and becomes the new Mount Massive Asylum ghost. So in a way, the ghost is always going to be there. Miles was never going to get out of there alive. And while Billy was taken care of, Miles, he's a completely different ghost. But, strangely enough, you might be asking, okay, then how the frick does Mr. Wayland Park get out of the asylum if he worked there and was there at the same time as Miles? There's no way that he could get out. Surely he would become a new host and this would be a repeat, right? Wrong. Because Billy was a completely different ghost and different hybrid than Miles became. Because Billy wasn't killed in cold blood, and Miles wasn't put on life support and having an uncontrolled of that ghost form. And Billy wasn't even a bad ghost. He was just an uncontrolled hybrid thing. So it leaves me to believe, as well as probably many others, that Miles was actually a good ghost. Because he actually, like Billy saves us from Chris Parker and kills him, Wayland Park gets saved by Miles just before he walks out and takes his own car. Yes, Wayland Park takes the car that Miles used to get to the asylum. He's the one that brought him there, and he takes his own freaking vehicle. But we're not going to be playing Whistleblower today. We will be playing that in the next stream. But we're also not ending the stream because I'm just going to be ended up playing a different game. But yeah, that's basically Outlast. So, if you guys have any Outlast recommendations or things you want to talk about regarding Outlast, let me know. Because honestly, it's probably one of the best horror games ever. And I'm pretty sure bunches of people can agree on that. Also, I tried to get into Squid Game, but I figured out it's one of those shows where the people talk and it's like their mouths are moving, but the words they're saying isn't what they're actually talking about. And it's a full-on Korean, whatever, Japanese language show. But I am going to be focusing on the games, though. Like the Hunger Games and me watching all that, I did take interest in the Squid Games and all of their, like, the games in them. So, if you guys want to recommend me Squid Games what ifs, I will do people in the Squid Games, not Squid Games directly. But I will do the games. But that's it. I don't like shows and movies like that. I want to see it in full English. If people speak Spanish or another language in it, that's fine. I can do that. But not in general. That just it for someone like me, it ruins it. Because I don't speak that language. So obviously I'm not going to be, you know, down for it. Almost looked like Sonic EXE. So I hope you guys enjoyed while whoever was watching on the Discord or saw me and Kaz talking about it in several streams. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough of Outlast, because Outlast Whistleblower will begin next time. And for now, I'm just going to be going through Fortnite and playing maps from that, thinking about maps that me and him can do for our channel, our Omniversal Duo channel, along with doing the breakdown story. Okay, there's also something that I want to point out real quick. Let me just check how many stories I have left. No, that is the wrong list. Let me go down. Probably going to have to go down to like the way bottom. Okay, so since I'm on the breakdown one, for the Roman Reigns list, I only have the breakdown story, Crystal fighting John Wick, Jackson Storm in Cars 1, and COVID never happening left on the Roman Reigns list. And then we can start the Claris list. And then after the Claris story, I'll be doing the 5th and last episode to the Walking Dead Carsverse. And that's whenever the entrance into Thunder's infinite omniversal quest will begin. Because Rick and McQueen and both their universes and everything that built up to that point, it's over. From this point on, for the rest of the time this channel is a thing, it'll be Thunder exploring the Omniverse. And who knows? Maybe he'll end up in What Ifs. I want to try and definitely perform a new route with the Omniverse, because since I built this whole thing based off the Rick and McQueen story, since I'm giving up that those characters until the end of my channel, I definitely want to go about it a different way. So yeah, that's the plan with that. And since I am currently almost out of space on my Google Photos, by the time I even get to the Clara story, I'll be taking a break besides putting down lists until my space goes down to a spot where I can start working on more stories. Because I've used 8 gigabytes out of 15, working on over 6 to 7 stories. So yeah. But I'll, of course, be working on more lists and routing around other things. So overall, stuff is still going to be pumping out like crazy for the channel. I don't know. That's going to be years down the line, though. if I do that, I don't know. I was thinking like a Rick Grimes sort of deal, because Rick Grimes isn't an old man. He looked more like it in the freaking season 9, but afterwards he just looked like normal Rick, except grayish hair. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna make him like, I'm honestly gonna try and make him immortal if I can. And then eventually it like wears down. I don't think I'm gonna make him immortal, as I might just make him like have an extended lifespan. Because if I made him immortal, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I just might have him just have an extended lifespan, you know? Yeah, if I made him have like immortality, that would ruin it. I'm going to stop streaming now so I can also try and call him. Not streaming on YouTube, but streaming off the Discord. Definitely not YouTube yet. Still got plenty of time to stream off YouTube. But as for Discord, I'm done with Outlast, so now I'm just going to play for fun. Oh yeah, comics, definitely. So yeah, but whenever we start Thunder stuff, he's going to be going to different universes, different frickin' timelines, different realities. It's going to be an entirely different setup. I think that the Rick Grimes from Rick Grimes 2000 was like immortal, or I think I'm just gonna have him have an extended lifespan, because if I made him immortal, it just does not work.
Does anyone else feel transparent?
There's no point in even playing Save the World anymore, because I completed that like a long time ago. So I might as well just get rid of Save the World, or just not even play it, because there hasn't even been a reason, rhyme, or need to play it. No, I don't want this battle pass. This battle pass sucks. For one thing, I don't know what these freaking Halo skins are. And two, I'm not into these Power Rangers. I'm into Power Rangers Samurai. And three, all the other skins suck. Come on, the freaking Superman and Robin one was good. Ever since season or chapter 3, whenever I started buying my own battle passes and finally like getting them, I've only ever had one battle pass that I didn't get, and now it's 2. Which sucks. Oh, since you're on Fortnite, and we haven't played in a really long time, do you want to get on to one of the Fortnite creative maps, with me? You want to play Granny with me? I like it to be Kaz or someone else, but we haven't played in a really long time. I wanted to play with somebody. I would say we could put our mics on, but like, I remember you said in the past we had a lot of trouble with mics. So I think I'm just going to leave it to you commenting and just me talking here. And then like, we'll see where it goes with the future if we want to play more and like figure out mic situation then. I don't know who specifically. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm good without a mic. Because I could just talk on here. Oh, all right. It's okay. I don't even know if he's going to be on, honestly. I think I might just play by myself until like either he comes in or just until the stream ends. Oh, what I want to mention about my bet regarding John Cena. So John Cena said at the beginning of the year, 36 dates for his retirement tour, and he's all done. Like, he's never coming back. Unlike other wrestlers like Goldberg, who just had his retirement match against Gunther. Everyone always comes back for a retirement match or just comes back over and over again just for cameos or everything like that. John Cena doesn't want to get away from the business. And he went to Hollywood in like 2014, 2015 or something. Ever since, he's just been a part-timer. But this year is his retirement tour. And he said 36 dates, start to end of the year, and then he's done. So we only have 11 dates left. And Brock Lesnar just came back for SummerSlam, which is his most dangerous rival. And his other only main rivals that he faced already was CM Punk and Randy Orton. So the only one left is the rated R superstar Edge. It's his main rival that he freaking has left to face. So I made a bet with my friend at work. If Edge comes back, even though he's on contract to AEW, there's no guarantee he'll come back before 11 dates from now. If he doesn't come back to face Cena one more time, then I have to give him $20 and buy him a meal at our work. But if he does come back before December, and I can guarantee you that he will, he has to give me $20 and get me a meal. And I know that Edge is going to come back. There's so many signs. He came back after 10 years in 2011, and he came back in 2020. CM Punk came back after 10 years. Batista, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and so many others came back after years. And Edge has not confirmed or denied that he's going to be back for the tour. So I can guarantee that he's going to be back. So for now, I'm just going to play some Fortnite Islands and creative stuff, probably till the end of the stream, and work on projects while I'm at it. What is that freaking noise? Did you move this? How about shut up? Yeah, Granny's just broken. Yeah, I'm just going to taunt her now. But I guess I can't. Dude, I'm going to literally kill you. It's going to be so easy. I don't know why it's making that. Yeah, you see me, but it's not like you could do anything about it. Can't do freaking crap. Yeah, I think Granny's broken. Don't freaking laugh at me. I'll kill you. Don't care. How are we supposed to get out? Where is she? She's still in here? Oh, Granny's finally not broken. But that does leave the question as to where she is. Give me that key. He unlocked the door? Okay, alright. Now I have to go all the way up to the attic and find all these things because bloody, bloody, bloody. Better not be in that motherfucking attic or so help me God! Like my song? Anyway, besides me being a freaking dolt head, give me that key because it's my key. And there she is, stuck in a door like the freaking broad she is. Hey, weirdo! I'm just gonna make fun of Granny this whole freaking time. Yeah, you can't do jack. You can't do jack. Let me out! Okay, Granny, shut up. Yeah, I've had it. Now I have a crossbow. I said stupidly in our Granny video, Fortnite themed, on our combined channel that there was no crossbows in Granny. Yeah, I was wrong. Let me out. Seven, 2, 4, 6. Bye, losers. Play. We're going to go a little harder. Don't take that out of context. So basically, Granny is a possessed demon lady who got imprisoned in her own home and became a scary, demonized, possessed killer granny. And in the first game, you get kidnapped by her in the woods, and then basically it's you're kidnapped, and you have to try to escape in 5 days and fend her off or do whatever before she kills you. But if you can't, then she kills you in 5 days. If you can, then it's like whatever, you just escape. You use a car, fend her off with weapons, which she's effectively immortal, so that only does so good. Or you could get out the front door, in which case you need to find keys, take off the planks, and get the combination. And in the second game, you face her and Grandpa, but Grandpa is effectively deaf and I think blind. And then the third one, you face him, her, and Slendrina, who is another video game franchise character, who is the literal possessed granddaughter of Granny. In my opinion, they should have done Samara, but that's just me. She's basically looks like Samara, and she's a creepy freaking horror game lady type thing. Do you want to play at least once before I get off here in an hour? Because I don't think that he is answering me effectively. Oh, just a Fortnite, like whatever, depending on how many we would want to do. Just like regular Fortnite creative maps, there's horror maps. Like I said, we could play Granny, and I could teach you how to play that game. So that way, whenever you play it by yourself, you know how to, or if you wanted to, you know how to play. Because they literally made everything in Granny in Fortnite. Except Granny 2 and Granny 3. But that's a side note. But it will either just be a puzzle death run type horror map or Granny. Yeah, I'm gonna change my skin while I'm at it. Harley Quinn and Superman. Interesting. Anyway, I'm so glad that they put Superman back in the game because he has not been here since chapter 2, and I missed that battle pass because I was still too young and I couldn't afford the battle pass. So I'm thankful to God that they freaking put him in the game. Okay, so before we begin, you're able to select the game mode. I'm gonna pick normal because Granny is much slower than she is in the actual game. So like I said, all we got to do is find keys, look everywhere, and either get enough tools to get the car. Just try and follow me as closely as you can. You can go on your own. Just watch that you stay as far away from Granny as possible. And then I'll explain the rules as we go along. I'm honestly like very amused and curious as to what Goatburner was it like his legit account or was it like an alt? Because now I'm like genuinely curious about this. Oh, jeez. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so we are going to play on normal. There's easy, normal, hard, extreme, and then extreme with dark. We're going to go with normal. Now, in the original game, knocking over stuff is like you don't want to do that whatsoever. But in this game, all you got to worry about is that she doesn't catch you. What's also annoying is that I cannot even see a dang thing in front of me. Because my character's like literally blocking me. Okay, that's visibly disturbing. Yeah, I have to kneel down like probably the entire time because I cannot see a thing in front of me. It's not doing the first person stuff and it's not even doing the third person stuff. It's like, I don't know what this guy did to the map, but like, yeah. Yep, and that's her. Like I said, oh, there she comes. Watch out. Yep. Just try to get away from her. Okay, now it's first person. We just needed to die first. Yeah, we just need to outrun her. Follow me. She doesn't go downstairs. Anything that you are able to interact with, anything at all, pick it up. And then we'll explore the whole house, ways to get out and whatever else. All right. Like this, for example. And there's also secret passages and secret pathways and stuff like that. Now, in the original game, she does come downstairs, so it's a much more, like, bother. But in this version, she does not, because this is Fortnite, after all. All right, so like I said, there's a car and a shotgun, but she's effectively immortal. So basically, the car is what you would want besides the door to get out of the house. The main door has wood planks on it. You're able to take those off easily, but you need to find keys around the house and then find the combination for the door. And that, so the car is just like a side hustle. Something like, hey, if you want to do that. But the keys really depend on the situation. Overall, the keys and the domain door is the best way to go about it. The car, I would say, is more or less a choice. And stuff moves gradually. Like, stuff's not going to be in like the same places every game, which obviously it should never expect it to be that way. But hey. All right, so the combination for the door is right here on top of these weapons and stuff. 7246. And then, yeah, key right there. It counts for both of us. And all you have to do is interact with the locks on the main door, and it'll work for both of us. Like, if one of us escapes, we all escape. Because besides PC, Granny has never been a multiplayer game. So this is honestly surprising that something like this exists. There's actually a version where you get to play like as Granny. But anyway, let me just stop rambling here. Let's continue. So yeah, there's key cards, tools there, keys, etc. Sometimes you have to back up a little more than necessary to collect the stuff. Like this key, for example. Does not want to let me interact with it. Okay, we got that. Now let us... You can't get this unless you have a shotgun or the crossbow, because you can't get it out. And that door is effectively locked for now. So, yeah. Oh, I was not aware that that was there. Like I said, stuff moves. And then some of this, he did make himself. Like some of this location stuff and like specifically where the stuff is, he did change it up a little bit, and there are minor errors, but pretty much everything you see in this game is direct of what Granny 1 is. And he did make a mistake also, because if you look right here, you can see the actual like creative map. No one's perfect, but he did really good in showing what the Granny map is. Don't worry about that bird. The only, besides Granny 2 having Granny and Grandpa, and Granny 3 having Granny, Grandpa, and Slendrina, the only one you have to worry about in this game is Granny herself. But if you unlock the attic, like the full top of the attic, then you have to deal with the spider. So yeah, technically 2, but overall just 1. And like I said, look around for stuff to interact with, possibly secret passages, because there are a few of them. Way more in future games, but still. Okay. I just want to point this out right now real quick. Me and Kaz played this numerous times. And in this version, we could not get this freaking thing open. And now all of a sudden we can. And there's absolutely nothing in here. Some rooms are just useless. But, as you can see right here, secret passage. So now we're going to go to the basement and see how much stuff we have for the car. We're going to go to the main door and see what we can unlock. And then we're going to check like all downstairs and check for stuff. So what do you think overall so far? We're missing duct tape and rotating gizmo for the car. And we're missing planks and coal for the gun. Yeah, we're missing stuff for both items. So now we just gotta look around, see what we can unlock at that front door. But be extremely careful, because just because she can't chase us down here doesn't mean she won't be right at the top of these stairs. Okay, we're safe for now. So you can open that door. And all you have to do with the keys is interact with the locks in which you grabbed them. Like, we got the red key, we got the white key, and now we got to get the other ones, which I don't think we have. And these you could just take off. 7246 for the combination. And now we have to get 4 more keys to get out of here. Or we can get stuff for the car. But for now, we're just going to look around and find stuff around the house. I put in the combination already. Like I said, there's key cards, several things to look at, along with ammunition and stuff like that. It's just dependent on what you want to use to get out of here. Especially with this house, it could be very mysterious. So you really gotta watch, like, if we're able to actually, like, get through a place, or if it's just a dead end. Rotating gizmo. Now, there is supposed to be... The only thing that's not in this version, besides, like, just a few teensy bit of other things, is pepper spray, because you can also use pepper spray against her. But apparently not in this version. I mean, it is Fortnite after all. Here is the pink key. Okay. No sign of her still. So we have 2 more keys left. Let's be careful going upstairs, because that's our next target. And I know she's probably in one of these rooms or in the attic. There's the green key. Now we just need 1 more. Blue key. Let's get the frick out of here. And game over. Yeah, it was kind of easy with the easy and normal difficulty. I would make it harder, but that was just the opening test. We could always play Granny at a different venture. But I want to show you, before the stream's done and before we both get off, one of the Fortnite Death Run horror maps that I was referring to earlier. Yeah, it's definitely much easier with Granny whenever you're playing with more than one person. Probably why it was never a multiplayer game unless it was on the computer. Because it's just that freaking simple. All right. So, I'm going to change my skin. It's probably the last thing we're going to be doing today. Because by this point, by the time we get through this match, the stream will basically be over. Robin. And Tom Holland Spider-Man. Okay. It's funny because Robin actually almost looks like Cody Rhodes. And they put him and Undertaker in this game. Two. Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute that. I did not mean to play that. I forgot I can't play actual music during this because it will get copyrighted. So I'm gonna have to mute that. I'm not into zero builds or blitz. I just prefer battle royale and creative. And then awesome maps like this one. Friggin' Samara. There's hidden XP everywhere. So yeah, this is a Samara themed puzzle type death run map. And there's hidden XP and things everywhere. So look carefully everywhere around, like up here. At some point it won't give you XP, but hey. And fair warning, especially if you've known about Samara and the Ring movies and stuff like that, there are many jump scares for these kinds of maps from this creator especially, so just be very mindful of that. But if you're into horror movies and you're into stuff like that, especially Art the Clown and stuff like that, like I'd expect you to be able to handle it. And this guy did really good with making it a Samara themed map. Like the sewers, the water, the tunnel. Just wait until we get to like higher levels. Case in point. We need a key for the door. So if I remember correctly, it's down a level or something. We have to go down somewhere. I'm visibly confused because I thought that it was like, that's interesting. Played this map quite a few times. I don't know how I've already forgot where to go. Oh, I forgot. Here. Number one rule of this map is like the number one rule of Outlast. Always look up. This guy pretty much mirrors almost every map off of that. Case in point. That's almost all Outlast is looking up. Watch out. Key time. It was right here. I already got it on top of the static TV. Stop scaring me. I don't have time for that. Open door time. Okay. This way. Never trust long hallways. Ever. Free XP. Not every one of them will give you free XP, though. That's the thing with every Death Run XP map. At some point, unless you're playing creative for a long while, at some point it will just stop giving it to you. Pick up the key card. And open her up. X? No, that's not an X. Why is flashlight so dang bright? Jeez. XP! Even though I'm not going to get the battle pass, but hey, who cares? Oh, need duct tape. Because we're going to have to go up. Here, I'll let you get it. It's over here. And then after you get it, jump straight over here because we're going to be going up. Yeah, put the duct tape right on that thing in front of us. But then jump straight over here after you do it. Or no, come over here, put the duct tape on here, and then we gotta like jump straight over here because it's gonna boost us up. Oh. Okay. You dropped it. I think you picked it up again, I think. Because I did see you dropped it, but I didn't get it. I just figured I don't want to do it all by myself. I figured gotta give you some of the pleasure of the run. Yep, just like Samara. It's all water, 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 well, well, well. Go up here for the free XP. Just be very mindful. Because Samara is a mean, mean little girl. And up here, up. When you get the remote explosives, just make sure not to grab too many. Your flashlight will despawn. Not that we need them anyway. You can see without them. And then go to the way end of the hallway, place the bombs on there, and blow them up. Way end, right in front of us. The brick wall. Right here. I'll do it. Whee! No one's home. Go away. Yeah, hi. Hello to you too. And here is the free XP. Like I said, I won't give it to you 100% of the time. Okay, we need copper ore. Should be right on this bin here. Go ahead and pick it up on this thing here, and we'll use it for the door. It's got 20 levels, and we're about to go on 7. Should be just in time for the end of the stream. Yeah, it's a pretty freaking lit bunch of maps. Fortnite Creative is so much better than it was a few years ago. I can say that much. A few years ago, Fortnite Creative sucked. Now, there is a way to... Okay, over here is the free XP. Because apparently he made it way much more simple this time around. I hate you, Belle. Just because I can handle jump scares doesn't mean I'm used to them. I forget, which way do we go? Don't you even dare think about doing it again. You're a very mean little girl. Which way do we freaking go? Okay, that's odd. I am going to freaking throw a brick at this child. Oh yeah, now I remember. Takes a second. I have a what if movie planned for Samara, Slenderman, Sonic EXE, and Herobrine. And then I have one planned for Pennywise, Joker, and Art the Clown. Because, let me tell you what, influential characters like that deserve a freaking what if movie. Got gas can right here. Gas can is over at the way end, right here. And then you just have to jump over and get it. It's like on the ground next to that purple truck. Where is the free XP? There you are, free XP. I got you there. I was going to say. The free XP is up at the top there. And mechanical part is right here. To open the door. This part is tricky. This is the most Samaras you're going to see for a good minute. You gotta be very careful with the timing here. Sometimes it will kill you even if you're away. It just depends on the pattern. You gotta watch the pattern in which they come after you or whatever. And this is not my favorite level. This is where it starts to get like tricky. Sometimes it's about the timing. You almost gotta wait until they're almost completely away from the ledge before you freaking do it. Other times he updates it to where it's like the complete opposite. I don't know what way he updated it this time. Frick! I was almost there. Frick! I love how we both died at the frickin' same level. Yeah, this is not a fun level. Frick! I'm about to punch this little girl straight through her own TV screen. I hate Samara. Nobody likes her. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. A lot of people probably like Samara. Frick! Okay, I see the pattern in which he did it this time. He actually made it. See, before made it so that way, like, you had to make it, like, through Samara. But now he made it so that way you can't touch her at all. Okay. Just gotta make sure I don't touch her at all then. Or, you know, that's gotta be the pattern. Oh my god. I love games that make me mad. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Yes, thank you, God. Woo! That was not a very fun, like I said, that is not my favorite level. Got my free XP. Now we got... Forget where we look in this level. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Where the frick do we look to get the frick out of here? Because I don't want to stay here. Where the frick did we go? That's interesting. It's funny how I forget this crap even though I'm supposed to memorize it. I go on top. No, that would not make sense. I don't know how the frick you're all the way over there. But you know what? I'm going to solve it. Da 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 da. Where the frick is the thingy majiggy? I have no idea where I'm freaking going. And that's locked, and that's locked. I have no idea where the frick I'm going. Oh yeah, rule number 1 of Outlast and this map. Look up. Like now I'm feeling like Kaz with that crap because he's horrible at looking up. I think my play skills this time are starting to friggin' rub off from him. Okay. Level 12. Isn't that nice? All these static TVs. Okay, I believe it's a hammer. All right, yeah, right down here. You gotta pick up a hammer. Because we're gonna break stuff. Just like I'm about to break every TV screen that I see around here. I wonder what happens if I actually try that. How about full power? Hey, it was worth a shot. All our stuff despawns the next level, so it's not even worth trying to worry about keeping. Hey, it says hostile or hostile. There's actually a horror franchise that's very disturbingly creepy called Hostel, but like it's about these people who basically go to this like town or village or whatever to basically, you know, do it and with a bunch of girls and just get drunk and have a good time. But then it ends up that they were in a trap the whole time, destined to be killed by a bunch of crazed lunatics who experiment with human, you know, people. And very disturbing killing details. So yeah, it's a very creepy horror series. Want to finish the game, or is it close to ending stream? No, we got 10 minutes. We can finish it. We got only 9 levels left. We'll just have to boost our skills up a little bit. Just have to really put my skills to the test to remember what all we need done. Stop acting like an idiot. Don't yell at me. How dare you yell at me? Got another free XP. Free XP's in that room. Okay. 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 Oh, wait. Need to go down to one of the lower rooms for a Void Oni mask to go up. Where do we get them? I know it's in a lower room. Where the frick at? Wait. Look up. Always look up. Aha! Knew it! Now we need the Void Oni mask to do that. These are cool, but I liked the Fire Oni masks better. Although those could have even been upgraded too. They were still cool mythics though. Okay. Now we are on to the next level. 15. Creepy freaking little lady. Okay, this, I believe, is the room where we need the combination. There's a combination in every TV room. 2. There's 2. I believe the combination is 2002. For each TV room, I believe that's the full combination. Because it's also the year I was born. See, like there's 2 2s and then a 0 right here. And then there's one more that I believe is a 0. We might not even need to find the last room to find that other 0. And to be honest with you, I think that that's the combination, which is honestly, ironically poetic. Yep, we got another 0 right there. All these static TVs and crap. 2002. And bibbity bobbity boo. Couldn't even spell success right. We definitely missed a few free XPs, like 2 or 3, but hey, nobody's perfect. Go up. And then up again into the elevator. And then up again into the elevator. And then through here. And this one's sort of like the walk across Samara thing, except a little less tricky. It's still tricky nonetheless. We have to try and get to that opening where the big 17 is, except we gotta watch not touching the water or the zap traps. So I'm gonna go to get the free XP, and then I'll show you the best way to get across. Or if you're able to find another way, that's cool. But just from my experience, more or less. So I would say right here is where you want to be. Yeah, it's very hard since we can't frickin' run. And now it brought me all the way back. You gotta watch especially dying on that part, because if you do die, it'll just take you all the way back. You gotta climb the elevator and go all the way back. I love whenever games make such stupid freaking decisions sometimes. Yeah, thanks for the jump scare, Samara. Now we need a ripsaw from down here to get through the door. Or windows, or whatever the frick. Stop sawing at me! Here we are. The infamous warehouse and biggest place besides the well for Samara. This guy did really good with this map. Especially getting down the house and everything. Interact with the key. I don't know if you've seen the Ring movies or Samara or anything like that. Open the door here. And there's something in there that we need. But first, free XP is at the way top of this. And now for in here, I believe it's a saw or a sword or something. Chainsaw. I'll let you do the honors. Right here is a chainsaw. Basically, what the Ring movies are about is this girl, Samara. She has psychic abilities and everything. And everybody around her starts to notice. So she spends all her time in the farm. And it gets to a point so severe that her mother tries to drown her. And she actually does it in a well by their house. And their father felt the same way. So what ends up happening is that her psychic abilities, it makes it so that a TV tape, a videotape, a VHS of all her psychic mind and hallucinations and abilities and things. If you watch the videotape, she comes out of the well and she kills you within 7 days, essentially. So basically, like I said, a Slender Man type figure. This is like Squid Game. It's literally exactly like Squid Game. That free XP is a bait trap, but I'm going for it. But yeah, it's exactly like Squid Game, so allow me. See, I know of the games. I'm just not watching the show. Oh, frick, I missed one. Hmm. 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 Frick! I screwed it up. And fell into the well and got killed by Samara. So, what'd you think of that? What do you think of the story of Samara? You should definitely check out the Ring movies, man. Yeah, and dude's got a bunch of other maps too. All right. It was nice playing with you after a very decent amount of time. So we've reached the 3-hour point in the stream. Stream is over. So for anyone who did join besides King Devin, thank you for joining, and thank you, King, for playing and joining today. I will see you guys next week for more of the daily grind for the Omniverse, and next week for next week's stream and onward. So if you guys haven't yet, also look at the Discord, both Google Docs, everything around the Omniverse, and so on. If you haven't caught up with everything for the channel. And with all that said, I think it's a perfect place to leave off, and I will see you guys next week. And remember, if there's any franchises, things, or anything you want to recommend me for the future, I'm all ears for anywhere on my channel and everywhere. So, with all that said, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining.